What's going on? Are we live? What's going on? Is this on the internet? Live on your channel? There we go. Yeah, we're live. Finally caught a stream. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Welcome. It's dark in here, huh? I think we're good. Hello. Hey, Rowler. How's it going? Yeah, that'll work. All right, so I'm taking a break from my cover to color Adam's cover for Blue Flame #7, and this one looks simple enough. I don't know. I'm gonna try the background just without flatting it, then I'll probably flat the character partially and do him. But it's pretty straightforward, so I feel a little better about not having flats for this. Maybe I always regret that, but but today, who knows? Maybe my confidence is at a different level or something. We shall see. But you guys didn't know that you wanted to see the blue flame on a dirt bike, did you? Yeah, I really like this book. If that wasn't obvious. Little smudgy smudge. I don't use smudgers or blenders a lot, but it's good for things like flames and things that are meant to look soft. And let's see, I want to get some of these lines, I think, at least toward the bottom, not near the top. I don't think, because I like how dark all that is. I don't really want to change that up. But maybe that should be enough. But yeah, we shall find out. I figured we'd do it on the stream today, though, and since all y'all, since I can show it, why not? I don't think anybody will get notified today about the stream, because nobody ever does on the second stream of the day. It's like 7 people get notified if I go live twice. So I appreciate y'all figuring out that I was here. And if it looks like he is, you know, riding around a dirt bike, flaming the ground, then you would be correct, because that's what he's doing. And there's even a good story reason for it. The opening scene of this issue is very cool. I did look at this in Photoshop before I got live, because all of these blues, some of this saturated blue stuff is not gonna be quite this saturated in print, but it is gonna be close, and we can shift it around if we need to. But yeah, I'm in a very painty mood. It probably has something to do with doing nothing but painting for the last 3 days. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have questions about anything that I'm doing, or you want to ask about whatever, both of you, feel free to do so. I think this is going to be the bluest blue flame cover. Putting the blue in the blue flame. That is the tagline for today's stream. Aren't I funny? It's hilarious. All right, so let's get all of this. Let's merge that all. And I'm just gonna, I think I'll just get his outline, everything else, I think, and probably, well, his face, and then everything else in the bike. I will have to separate more of this than I want to, but we'll see where it goes. I know y'all love watching flatting. It's my favorite thing. I could get this to my flatter today, but I needed to work. So we'll go ahead and knock it out. If you're just joining, welcome to stream number 2 of the day. Doing a little blue flame number 7 cover. Chrome. I used to be terrified of chrome. At some point I stopped being scared of it. So these dirt bikes, they're open wheels, right? Like, you can see right through them probably. I think. I just want to make sure. I think so. Not dirt bike near me. Nope, don't need that. Yeah, they're all open wheeled. Okay, so we'll make sure that that background comes through. And I will actually make sure the background is the right color in there. Because right now it's a mess. Where'd the chat go? Oh, there we go. I like the way Adam does these little speed lines, wiggly lines. First time I remember noticing that, and I'm sure it wasn't the first time he's done it, but the first time I remember noticing that on it was the Juan Gideon line art. I think it was on a Ghost Rider book. Don't quote me on that. Or I met him at Heroes in Charlotte a couple of years ago, and ended up checking out some of his stuff. He He's really good with action and cars and stuff too. Um, that's like another level of comic book artist. If you can make cars and motorcycles look like they're going fast in a book like this, there's a certain skill level that you have. Is that everything? Yeah. Lovely. I'm gonna put this on a silhouette layer down here and lock that so I can always go grab that selection. And this needs to be brighter. I'm curious to see how you color this since the artist added some shading to the line art. Doesn't really change much for me. I mean, I'm going to work with his shadows and see how we do. Just means he's made a lot of choices for me that I don't have to make. All right. And use a slightly different blue, kind of a leaning toward green blue, just so it's a different color than the background. Although if the value is bright enough, then it probably won't matter. But all of this is gonna fall into it's all covers might be just shades of blue with a handful of other colors in it, maybe. We'll find out. We'll see, because I don't know. But Adam's got a really good eye for like light and shadow, and he knows what like a Terminator is and all that stuff. Like, it's very handy. Very handy. Oh, you know what? I should do this on a layer above. I'll do the rest of this on a layer above. How about that? And I have this on a clipping mask clip to the character silhouette just because it's a simple background. That way I have to worry about selections along these edges or anything. So this is all just lighting him from the back. All of this stuff is from the fire that he is putting on the ground. That's why it's all behind him. Hi, thank you for all your videos. I have learned too much. You've learned too much. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope that I have not overloaded your hard drive. Defrag it, maybe restart it, turn it off and on again. But no, thank you, Roman. I appreciate that. I have a silly question. In the Clip Studio Paint, where's the lasso tool? I feel like I haven't looked and I can't find it. New to Clip Studio Paint. It is called the auto selection tool. I don't even have my toolbars up here. I don't use them. But it's called the it's under the subtool selection area, and under selection area is the lasso. And there's a rectangle and an ellipse and a bunch of other stuff, but the lasso is under the selection area, and the subtool is the lasso. If that helps. Oh, and don't feel bad about anything that you can't find in Clip Studio. I complained about this app for, I don't know, 8 years or something before I decided to start using it. So yeah, it's a bear to get started, and then once you're in there, you're okay. once you figure out all of its weirdness, it becomes a really cool app. Right now, the app is thinking about something. There we go. I'm touching the canvas and then holding down shift to get these perfectly straight lines. And I don't know, let's just keep doing this light, I guess, and see what happens. Thank you so much. Yes, it helps a lot. I was close to the search. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry if that's loud. I didn't think about it. I like chewing on like Sonic Ice. Hey everyone. Hello, Kenma. How's it going? Welcome. I'm just kind of trying to match what he's doing. Like he's like his stuff's a little like rough around the edges, and I'm just kind of trying to match that. I don't mean rough around the edges as a bad thing. Like it's like, I mean the style of all of these shadows. And all of these are really in all like dark indirect lights. Like we don't really see any what do you call it? There's no direct lighting hitting this, and so this, he's got this airbrushy texture stuff in here. So all the lighting I'm putting in here is also soft. Like if it was also another bright light or something, then yeah, maybe that would be a different color. But not for this. I think it's interesting how gray this color looks compared, even though it's just blue. It's a desaturated blue, but it's another blue. Are those lights? Ooh, those are lights, aren't they? I bet. Or maybe the front thing is a light. Yeah, let's do that. That would be cooler. I think I'm reading this right. Let's not do this. We'll make it, I don't know what we'll do. We'll make it look like this is in front of the light. So everywhere he drives, there's like a blue flame logo shaped light in front of him. That makes sense. That sounds perfect. That sounds very comic booky. Hand is cramping again. It's too early for that. Maybe that's the warning. I should be stretching more. Oh man. Let's see. What else? Oh, hey Gemifly, how's it going? Welcome back. Your videos are a daily routine, and man, they've elevated my coloring. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. Hey, Davey, welcome back. Let's see. I know what I want this to look like. I just don't know if I know how to make it happen. Let's see. Excuse me. Sorry, waiting on this thing to finish. Auto loading. Or auto saving. Whatever it is. Yeah, so now it kind of looks like it's coming from the other side of this thing. Maybe. There we go. Not like it's one of those really bright lights, but one of those like dim show off kind of lights. Alrighty, let's see. These things should be a little bit lighter. These things are made of oh, wrong layer. These things are made of chrome, so they're very reflective. So this would be reflecting like the fire. I think I accidentally just flipped the canvas. Yep, I did. There we go. I'm changing the finish on all this stuff slightly, so like the chrome is, you know, a little bit more. Obviously, it's more reflective than the other stuff that's on here, so I'm not doing it quite as shiny as the rest of it. I think I'll end up. I have an idea, maybe. Hold on. It's one of those like try something type situations. I'll do this in Photoshop after. These brushes are so freaking slow. I'm so disappointed. I stay disappointed in Clip for something, but I'm disappointed in the brush engine. Again. Again. How did you manage blending modes and other brush settings in Clip? It feels like it doesn't give you an option to use certain settings. What do you mean? I don't do much fancy brush stuff. Hope they fix the lag issues with some brushes in their next update. Oh, they won't. No. This has been there since I don't know. This is an old problem. Until they completely overhaul their engine, it's not going to get fixed. I can promise you that. Because they don't use a GPU at all. At all. It's the fastest thing in your computer these days, and they don't use it. That's why Procreate runs circles around it in performance, because, well, they limit how big you can make the brush, but still, it uses the GPU to push all that. It doesn't even hardly touch the CPU. But I don't know. I don't know why they don't want to deal with that. I'm sure it'll get fixed as soon as they fix CMYK support. that's where it's gonna. That's when it'll get fixed. Which means I don't think it's getting fixed. I know when it'll get fixed. It'll get fixed when Procreate also adds their magic wand. That's when it'll get fixed. We're going to all throw a big party. I am. We're going to have a party stream if that ever happens. I had a pro colorist. Who was it? Edgar Delgado, one of my favorites, all time great colorist. Posted about can you just do something in Procreate? It was like, well, you can. You won't be sane when you're done, but you can. They don't ever see those conversations though. Yeah, no, it's not some brushes. It's a very specific. It's any brush that has any kind of texture. Like that. That's it. If it has any texture at all, it runs like garbage. The what do you call it? The bigger brushes, like the regular like soft brushes, like that kind of stuff works fine. There's no problems at all. But if it has like a grain or something in it, a texture or something like that, that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah, I should have saved some flats on this. I knew I should have. Oh well, it won't take long to reselect this and fix it. Well, we're getting there. Getting there, getting there, getting there. If you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, whatever, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna ramble on here. Um, all right. I guess these things should be brighter so they come forward a little bit more. They're like the same color he is, and I don't really want that. I'm having a problem with my image degrading when my inker sends his inks to me. Are we using the wrong format when saving or emailing inks? Images don't degrade when you send them. There's something about the way he's saving them, perhaps. And what are they doing? What is he drawing them with? Is the resolution high enough? When you say degrading, what do you mean? That can mean a lot of things. But yeah, if you can clarify that, I'll see if I can help. But yeah, it depends on what they're doing, what your problem is. Degrading doesn't really make sense. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I wonder. I'm gonna see what it looks like. I feel like the bike and him and all this stuff's a little too similar. And so I'm just gonna select the body work on the bike, not all of it, but the stuff that is not chrome, doesn't appear to be chrome. And I don't have flats for this, which is why I am doing this like this. I mean, what colors would Blue Flame's bike be if not blue? Yeah, just a little bit of color difference helps. I'm sure what resolution he saves it at. I probably should. When I enlarge the image, okay, you're already messing up. When you enlarge the image, okay, when you say that, do you mean zoom, or do you actually mean enlarge? If you're enlarging his inks, we have a problem. That would be it. There's your problem. Well, you need to know the size of it. There's a lot of things you need to know to make sure you're not having any problems. One, is the file big enough? Like, it should be several thousand pixels by several thousand pixels, whatever that is. If it's way smaller than that, yeah, find out the size, see how many DPI it is, see how big the file is, like the actual file size. If you're zooming up and it pixelates when you zoom up, either the resolution of the file is too small or you're zooming up way too far. That's about the only thing it can be. There's no degrading that happens in software. The file's the file. Either your file's not big enough or you're zooming in too far. I can almost promise you it's one of those two things. Almost promise you. How's that for a phrase? I will confidently say that is what your problem is. It's always what the problem is. My drawing looks too pixelated. It's too small. No, really, it's too small. No, let me check. Oh wait, it's too small. That's how this conversation is going, like the 100 times I feel like I've had it. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad at all. Did I save these flats for? No. Oh, I've got those. I can use that. Okay, no, that helps a lot. Yeah, and just let me know how big it is. I mean, I'll help you out. I'll help you find your way through it. I'm not making fun of you, I promise. I'm just, there's only so many things that cause that. But if you know the size or can tell me anything about it, then yeah, I'll see what I can do. Ooh, I like that spray effect. That's a real spray effect. That's a real actual airbrush. I didn't use it, but Adam, the artist on it, did. But yeah, Adam did this with a real airbrush. I'll find out. I have heard that 400 to 600 is good for this. Yes, but if the file is like 500 by 1,000 pixels, like that's not big enough either. You know what I mean? So like it should, that the DPI is good. You have to have that for printing, but the actual size of it, because you can have a file that's like 500 by 1,000 at 600 DPI and it's too small. Like, you know, it needs to be bigger. Alrighty, so I don't know, I kind of like where this is. Even though there's a lot of blue on it. You get a really easy to make a strong focus when the whole thing is effectively one color. So if you're interested in like how, like, if you watched my last like caveman color theory video and you want to know like how that applies here, like this is a really simple example of that. Like there's a lot of value differences in these blues. Like if I put this layer on top and let's see, show that with black. So like, even though all of this is one hue, there's a lot of different values. So we're all over the value chart, you know, getting the lights and the darks in all the places we want so that we can, you know, get a contrast and whatnot. Um, and for the color part, it's really just his head that is any different at all. Everything else is pretty much the same. Um, and I don't know if I want to mess with this any more than that. Maybe offset this. I don't want that to be the only brown thing on here, and so maybe I will cool this off just a little bit. And I'm mixing this with orange. Yeah, and that I learned this from Bob Ross 100 years ago. But anytime you have one color on the canvas, he talked about make sure you spread it around the canvas, and that's what he means. Even though it's not the same color, quote unquote, it's this orange and this whatever this is are they kind of pull on each other because they are closer to each other than everything else on this. I'm going to put this in Photoshop. I'm so sick of these little brushes. Like, I want a big, fat, 5,000 pixel wide brush. So I'm going to go to Photoshop for one big airbrush. Right. And we'll see what it looks at in CMYK and do any. Yeah, it's fine. Didn't really lose anything. If we get down underneath here, new layer. That helps a lot. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that there's a little bit more of a value difference between this silhouette on his right side. If that makes sense. So now he's got a little bit stronger contrast on the side he's leaning into instead of the right. And that's where his arm is too. So let's take this all the way to white. I don't even have an eraser tool shortcut. So I end up putting a mask on something I need to delete and then painting it out. It's such a stupid thing to do. But I really I don't know. I never got used to using an eraser. I never really did. We're getting warmer. Almost done here, I think. I want to get a little bit of like some deep blue down here, I think. Yeah, bring that white out a little bit more. Thank you much for the help and for the awesome video. Awesome. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry about the ice. I forget. All right. Well, let me sign this before I forget about that. My letters are thicker than his. I don't even want that. There we go. I'm wondering what it would look like if I put some of that deep, well, it's not that deep, that purpley color back here. What would that look like? Yeah, just to give us a little bit better contrast against the background. Maybe not that much of it though. I'm curious as to what this would look like if I put and I am not a big fan of lens flares, okay? You guys never saw this. Whose idea was this lens flare? Was it one of y'all's? Did one of y'all do this? I reserve the right to delete this as soon as I'm done. Come on, Pix. Why is it doing that? I don't understand why it's doing that. Quit. There we go. Kind of lose the symbol a little too much. Do I like the lens flare or do I not like the lens flare? That is the question. I don't think I like it. Let's get rid of it. It takes away from all the other fire on the all the other light on the thing. So but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna send this off and see what everybody thinks. And I don't know dirt bikes. I don't know if any of these things are supposed to be different colors or what. But I will we'll send it off and find out. So surprise stream. Yeah, we got an extra one today. I was taking notes on one of your videos and had to step away. Now I'm back. So you started a live video. That's right. JJ Abrams entered this chat. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Let's try some glows on top of the lines. I feel like I'm missing something here, and I think that might have been it. He just didn't look like he was coming through this stuff as well as I wanted him to. Like if there was ever a cover where I guess it would not be overkill to do that, then this would be it. Yeah, that helped a lot. It kind of brings him and the bike all together into looking like it's coming through the fire as opposed to just running around it. It's chromed out, man. Let's make it look like it's chromed out. I think that works. Looks awesome. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for the great stream, Kurt. Coloring my stuff while you teach is tremendously helpful. Thank you. Or helping tremendously. Thank you. Could you talk a little bit about Adam Hughes' painting style? What about it, I guess? Love seeing the bits of these. Thank you, Ellis. I appreciate that. All right. I'm going to save this and send this over. And questions, comments, concerns? Kind of a short one this afternoon, but Vault doesn't care if I show you guys stuff early. I don't really share it on Twitter or anything, but you guys see it live. And so anytime that I can, I try to. So I appreciate it as always. But any other questions? Or you could tell me a little bit more about your question about Adam Hughes' painting style? I'll do my best to explain how someone else is working. Didn't hear enough early enough for a pun. Oh, it's okay, Chris. It's fair. It's fair enough. I'm going to send this over to the Vault team while I'm waiting on y'all to type questions. Give me a second here, and then I will be right back. Why is this why is everything my computer? I think I need to restart my computer. When will this issue be out? The Blue Flame #7 Vault Comics. When is #6 out? That'll tell us something. 6 is out December the 1st, so the 7th issue I'm guessing sometime in January. I think that's the plan. I don't see any other questions, so thank you all for watching. As always, you guys know the drill. Check the links in the description so I can keep doing this. Sorry about the ice in my mouth. I'll probably see you guys again tomorrow. I can't quit you. See you tomorrow. Bye.